I'm Chronix from the most extreme wrestling, and this is your Smackdown review for September 15th, 2012 from Ottawa, Ontario. And we start out with a video package showing the evolution of the story of the banning of the Brogue Kick and all that fun footage from Raw. Kitty. And we have Daniel Bryan, Del Rio, and Ricardo already in the ring to talk to us. And they have the little floating camera that they used on NXT back in the day and all that stuff. So I thought that was cool. I really noticed that they've been introducing a lot of new camera angles. I mean, I guess that's cool and everything. Something that they can use from their movies that they make. I guess they've learned new camera tricks. I don't know. Del Rio thanks the Brogue Kick for being banned and everything. Ricardo, wearing a neck brace still, in tears, thanking everyone, including even his dog. David Otunga, also sporting a neck brace. And they actually don't call it a neck brace. They call it like a therapeutic pillow. I guess because it's PG. You don't want to imply that somebody has an injury or you're somehow making fun of people with neck injuries. That's all I can assume. And he says, David Otunga does, that he will be recovering handsomely. And you know how he always wears that little shirt thingy he always wears? I swear, every time I go to like the clothes store and I see that, I think of Otunga. It's quite sad. Sometimes I think that I should purchase one just to wear in a video, but that'd be a waste of money. By the way, my hair is really messed up. That's because I just got out of the shower and did not comb it. Anyways, and then they welcome onto the Titantron Christian, which I thought was kind of actually bizarre. Christian is the former World Heavyweight Champion. They bring him on because he has also had his brush with near career-ending injuries because of Sheamus' Brogue Kick or something. And they play this footage. Christian thinks that he talks for a little bit. It looks like I don't even know really what he was talking about. He was talking about being injured. I mean, I didn't know that he was injured. I mean, I know that I missed like a week or two, but did Christian get injured? I totally missed that, and I feel like I'm completely in the dark, so I guess he's injured again. He mentions that he is one of the toughest wrestlers in history. Christian is a lot of things, but one of the toughest ever has never been one of the thoughts that crossed my mind. Anyways, Christian says that he thinks that the Brogue Kick should be banned, and he looks like he's about to explain why he says this, but he's instantly cut off from everybody in the ring, and no explanation there. Daniel Bryan comes out and reminds us all about the 18-second match at WrestleMania, and how the Brogue Kick, out of nowhere, is kind of what put him down, and he was screwed out of it and all this. And he says that Booker T is going to be having a WrestleMania rematch for Daniel Bryan and Sheamus in the main event. So I was like, cool. And this, Daniel Bryan thinks that it was a fluke at WrestleMania, and he intends to prove it here tonight that it was not a fluke. Alright, so Sheamus tells Birdie and Ghostface that some story about his uncle or something. Sheamus really annoys me sometimes with these stories because I just don't think they're funny, but that's just me, I guess. And then Sheamus gets a little close on the outside of the ring and the outside of the ropes to Otunga, who is dangerously close to the ropes, and slams Otunga's face into the rope, hurts him, re-injures his neck even more or something, I don't know. Into that segment. Now we go into The Miz, the Intercontinental Champion, versus Sin Cara. Mood lighting and all, there was 1,000 Hurricane Ranas. I kind of like the match, but the mood lighting, I mean, I can't stop thinking about it the whole match. It just distracts me. I mean, it seems like it should be something I should be able to get over, but I can't. I don't know. It's so out of place, it's like completely different. Sometimes I wonder with Sin Cara, like, if he's in a four-way match, do they still have the mood lighting? Or a tag match? I mean, where do you draw the line? Between, like, one-on-one matches always, but if it's triple threat, four-way, if he came in the Royal Rumble, I don't know. I haven't paid that close of attention, but I would like to know that, I guess. Sin Cara, with a quick pin, gets the victory. And old Intercontinental Champion The Miz loses, which I don't really know why they would do that, but The Miz lost, and they have a pay-per-view this Sunday. Cody Rhodes comes up to the Intercontinental Champion, and he wants his championship back. He says that everyone looks at this belt, and they think about Cody Rhodes, this classic Intercontinental belt. Well, I agree with that if you mean what the belts look like in the past 10 years, because, I mean, if you talk about period, no, I do not think about Cody Rhodes when I look at the classic belt. I mean, really. I think maybe, I don't know, Shawn Michaels? Razor Ramon? I mean, I don't know. I just don't think about Cody Rhodes, but I see what he was trying to say. Rey Mysterio comes in and says that he has pinned The Miz in a tag match, and that is why he deserves a shot at the Intercontinental title. He won a tag match. Yes. Sin Cara points at the Intercontinental Championship because he can't speak, apparently. Or maybe it's because he doesn't have a mouth hole. I'm not really sure why. But all these masked men and former masked men seem to think that they deserve a chance at the Miz's Intercontinental Championship. So, Teddy Long comes in, didn't know he could make decisions, because Booker T is the general manager, and says that there will be a fatal four-way at the pay-per-view. So, hey, I guess that my question will be answered. Will they have mood lighting with 4 people in the ring with Sin Cara? I guess I'll find out. Anyways, Kane has an anger management segment, and these have become one of my favorite segments in WWE right now. These ridiculous anger management segments just make me laugh. Kane has a stress ball, and he's squeezing it. Daniel Bryan comes in and says that he is squeezing it in the wrong hand. And, yes. And Dr. Shelby is there, and he's not really sure if that makes any difference. And now I notice that they both have balls in their hand, and I'm like, surely they won't start making jokes about holding balls. Because it's PG, right? So, dude wants them to squeeze their balls together. Then he says, relax and squeeze. I wish I would have watched Smackdown Live, because then I would have had hashtag relax and squeeze, but I watched this early in the morning, so it didn't get to happen. Kane says that his ball is bigger than Daniel Bryan and leaves. So yes, they used a whole bunch of ball jokes in a PG SmackDown show. I couldn't believe it. But it was hilarious and I liked it. So hey, there you go. So I did notice though that Kane has went from an absolute psycho wearing a welding mask to like a funny character wearing a welding mask in like not that very much time. But Kane has always been able to do that, it seems, and I don't think it diminishes his credibility at all. Kane is awesome. And when he first came back, I wasn't too impressed, but I like seeing Kane again. I'm a big fan, gotta say. Now it's Kane versus Kofi Kingston, because remember at the pay-per-view, it's Kane and Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston and R-Truth. So, Kane beats him quite easily. I mean, come on. And Dr. Shelby is kind of like giving him the look like, and, you know what I mean? And Kane tries to choke slam him. Dr. Shelby doesn't like that. But then he decides that he will take Dr. Shelby's advice from the past and give Kofi a hug, and then he embraces him. And Dr. Shelby is happy, and they all run away, all smiles and laughs. Alright, so Randy Orton has an interview. Talks about how he's going to face Tensai just because we've all wanted to see that match. We have the match, Randy Orton hits an RKO, and that's the end of the match. Excuse me, here comes Vicky Guerrero. She's talking. It looks like she's setting a trap for the Money in the Bank holder, Dolph Ziggler, to come out and attack. But Randy Orton, he was so intuitive. He saw it coming, and when he tried to attack him from behind, Randy Orton beat the crap out. Well, actually, I don't think he even touched him. He scared him, and old Dolph Ziggler ran away. So there you go. Cesaro and Oksana, they're outraged. Cesaro cuts a promo that was kind of like, I don't know, he sounded a little bit scared. He was kind of rambling, you know. I don't know why, but he was doing that, and here comes Tyson Kidd. He knocks out Tyson Kidd with one punch, and here comes Funkasaurus. Okay. And then Funkasaurus, they fight, and then Funkasaurus and Tyson Kidd, like, stand tall. Okay. At the pay-per-view, they're going to be having a battle royal to determine who's going to be facing him later, I guess, for the United States Championship. So, I guess, whatever. Eve says that she supports Booker T. Teddy Long says that he supports Booker T as well, and he tries to fist bump when, like, Booker T was trying to shake his hand or something. So Booker T just kind of shrubs old man Teddy Long because he's just not cool anymore or something, and Booker T leaves with Eve. I must be missing a lot in this whole week that I missed. Anyways, the WrestleMania rematch happens with Sheamus and Daniel Bryan. It was a pretty good match, but I would never say that they should have had this match instead of the 18-second match that set up this entire thing and helped Daniel Bryan get so much love and support with the yes and the no and all that kind of fun stuff. But Sheamus cannot use his brogue kick, and he doesn't. Old Texas Cloverleaf comes out. They're still calling it the Texas Cloverleaf. I'm not really sure why, because Sheamus is using it. He's not from Texas, from Ireland. I was almost positive that they would have started calling this thing the Irish, like, Cloverleaf or four-leaf clover or something, but they haven't. They've been true to the name, which is kind of amazing. And Daniel Bryan, yes, the submission expert, taps out to old Sheamus. Many wrestling fans have cried after this match, but that's the way it happened. Sheamus won. That was Smackdown, and I just reviewed it. I'm going to try to get in a predictions and scenarios video, probably doing it by myself before the Night of Champions pay-per-view. Not really looking forward to that pay-per-view, to be honest, but yeah, there you go. Smackdown.